Rutgers loses to Michigan 31-7 and drops to 3-1. Welcome to the channel where I'm talking all things Philadelphia Eagles, New York Yankees, New Jersey Devils, and Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. All right, what's going on, Rutgers fans? I'm Travis, back with you guys, recapping the Michigan game. Rutgers falling 31-7. You know, it's a tough one for sure. We fall to 3-1 in the season and 1-1 conference play, coming in 24-point dogs, lose by 24. Tough loss. He had a great start to the game. Mumstat to Christian Dremel. Love to see that. And then, you know, start off, it's so tough to obviously go into Michigan, the big house, Ann Arbor, Michigan, packed stadium, number two team in the country, to beat them. You get to give it your all, be clean, crisp, right, the whole game. That's all go right. And then mention right away to try to have to beat the referees too is insanely. It adds another level of toughness to win a football game overall. So I'll get into all that, but yeah, I mean, I guess we'll start with that. It was a great start. Rutgers going up 7-zip, minute into the game. Love that, getting the ball first. Wimsatt hitting Dremel on the slant, taking it to the house. Huge. And then really after that, defense, I believe they stopped Michigan right away. Got the ball back right to our offense. And I believe first play, outside goes Monungai. Should be around 20-yard gain up to the 45-yard line of Rutgers. Would have been huge. Great start to drive, moving the ball, already up a score, trying to go up 2 scores on Michigan again in their house. Be vital in the game. And they call a hold on Holland Pierce, left tackle, and you see it again replay. It was brutal. It was not a hold. Great block by Holland Pierce. So it was a brutal, terrible, huge holding call by referees there. And I believe live, they didn't even show replay of it. It was kind of, they didn't even say kind of until late that it was a flag down. And that was coming back for a hold, and you see it, though, I saw on Twitter, floating around. Mike Broadbent, I think, posted it. It was brutal. Obviously, that sucked. That changed, really, complexion early in the game. The Rutgers, you saw Greg, I was second at half, saying a lot of stuff going on out there. Gotta change everything. Can't control some of that stuff. But, yeah, so you can't control referees. But then overall, after that, obviously, Michigan, some tying the game up. Rutgers goes down. Goes for the 4th and 1, right? Ends up being false start, but play call like wasn't the greatest. But that's what I kind of want to get into is that situational play calling was not great in this game. Overall, at times play calling was solid. Gavin Wimsatt, quick note on him, it was a solid game. Obviously, this overall stats here: 11 for 21, 180 yards, passing 8.6% or 8.6 yards per attempt average, a touchdown. A pick. He ran the ball 6 times, 28 yards, 4.7 yards per attempt there. But as the game went on, he had to throw the ball more, and he was solid. Had some real good throws, missed some guys. It's kind of how he's been overall. But I think he moved well in the pocket, pretty good pocket presence and everything. But so yeah, going into that, it was 7-7 ball game, right? 4th and 1, they're gonna go for it. They called for a false start, and ultimately they're gonna run a kind of zone read option there on the play, but obviously he got blown up with false start. Jay Patel, obviously big leg Jay, just missed the field goal, going for 51-yarder, just wide left by like a yard or so. Missed it, tough one there, but Greg kind of went up to him, so he got a lot of confidence in you. Obviously we're going to need Jay throughout the season and in the rest of that game, but Michigan goes down. They missed their field goal, they had a delay game called, which their field goal would have been made, delay game. They missed it, so the game was still tied 7-7. Second quarter, not great. Michigan goes up 14-7 there. And up by a score. Rutgers, it's a ball back late in half. Kind of Michelle, I didn't quite see it live, but he lets the ball drop. So we get pinned down on their own end. And instead of going for it, throwing the ball late in the half, trying to get obviously a field goal range or even a touchdown, tied up in halftime. Greg, it's his choice. Definitely probably telling Kirk, we're just going to run it out and go into half. Now, it's obviously agree to disagree there. We put the pressure on, try to throw the ball, get some plays to get chunk plays and get obviously in a spot to put points on the board. Yeah, I mean, you're down, number 2 team in the nation, but the way Greg, and I see why. I mean, I wasn't surprised by what he did. Just ran the clock out and went into halftime, just trailing by 7 points, 1 score, and that was good. I mean, to be down 1 score halftime was really good. Really good overall. A solid half. Again, the play calling stuff. It could have been better for Rutgers. Again, a few big penalties. Obviously, the hold was, I mentioned, it was terrible. But a couple of those false starts and everything. Not great. 4th and 1. You had a 3rd and 1. It's not good. We had in the 3rd and 1 after that 4th and 1. They did run the ball, and we got stuffed, I believe. Overall, so we went at halftime. I wrote down here Michigan in the first half. What I saw from Mike Broadbent again. Mentioned him a couple times. Michigan, big for them. They were 4 for 7 on 3rd down in the first half. 1 for 1 on 4th down. Defense was playing well, but couldn't really get off the field and get a big stop in that half. And so going in the second half of this game, again, one score game, 14-7 Michigan. Michigan getting the ball at halftime, wanted to get, obviously, a stop and force a turnover. Instead, it did not happen. Michigan goes down the field, 8-minute drive. But a good hold by Rutgers defense, holding them to 3 points, field goal attempt, big 3rd down sack by Wes Bailey. So a lot of time off the clock, more than half the quarter, but held them to a field goal. And this is kind of where the game was still very much in reach. 17-7, 7 minutes left, 3rd quarter. We got to go down and score. Right now. And they had a drive going. Early on, they were running the ball right. It was solid. Just kind of situational play call wasn't great. And in this drive, I believe they didn't run the ball one time. But Gavin made some good plays with his arm, good throws. Some throws he missed. Obviously, he had a big completion to Washington. And then looked like he had Jackson open. Inaccurate throw to him. But you get down there. Could have been a hold. We needed a 3rd down play to Christian Dremel, where he caught it a couple yards short of the 1st down, sitting up 4th and 2. No flag there again. And then, reverse, kind of go back a little bit here. He played Isaiah Washington. Referee throws the flag for taunting, personal foul, whatever. And then they talk and they pick it up. It wasn't much, but a little shove, a little taunt, a little shove in Washington. They throw the flag. He's right there, but you pick it up. Brutal. And then, as I mentioned, no hold on Dremel. Setting up the 4th and 2, biggest play, game changer. Kirk Soraka, they call a kind of bubble screen, trying to throw back, and ends up getting picked off. This play did not work at all, and gets picked off and ran back to the house for a pick 6. So, yeah, real rough there. It could have been a 45 yard or so field goal for Jay Patel, down 10 points. If he nails it, you're down 7 points again with a whole lot of time left in the game, which would have been real nice. Instead, you go for it. Obviously, you get it. Great. Keep moving down the field. You get a touchdown. So a lot of ifs there, but play calling, that kind of play, it's like, damn, could have kicked it. But obviously, the play call didn't just not get it. He got returned for a pick 6. And so we're saying early on, they could just QB sneak some short yardage plays, or just go under center, hand the ball off. So they go in the shotgun, kind of hand the ball to Monongai, kind of option plays. And then this time, we're saying he could have short pass. They run a screen. Now, it's terrible, no question about it. Kirk Soraka, rough play call. And obviously, the game goes 24-7. Rutgers can't respond again. And Michigan scores again, 31-7. And Rutgers had a good drive going later on in the 4th quarter, and then turned the ball over on downs since around the 20-yard line of Michigan. So 31-7, the final score again, 24-point loss. But so overall, like I said, Wimsatt was 11 for 21, 180 yards, touchdown to pick. Solid job running early on, and then they kind of really run the ball much. Monongai 11 for 27, obviously. Run the ball well, started off, and then the big hold, kind of didn't get much going after that. Young got in there late in the 4th quarter, 2 for 17. Brown, 3 for 12. Total of 77 yards rushing for Rutgers. Passing-wise, again, 180 yards total. Dremel, 3 for 85, the tutty. Quay Jackson, 3 for 37. Isaiah Washington, 2 for 26. Ian Strong got a catch in there, 1 for 18. Johnny Langman, 2 for 14. Again, the 1 turnover. Defense, no turnovers. McCarthy ends up going 15-21, 214, a touchdown. No turnovers for Michigan's offense. No takeaways. Quorum ran 21 times. 97 yards, 4.6 per average, 2 tutties. McCarthy ran 751. This was a big thing, though. McCarthy running. He's a threat to run, and Rutgers didn't really contain him well enough as they could have, or you hoped. A couple short yardage plays where he just keeps it. Read option, keeps the ball. Our guy in the end just kind of crashed. Easy keep for him, easy decision to keep the ball and run for. And he didn't just run first down, ran for about 20-some yards a couple times. But like this, it's tough. Again, number 2 team, like man to man, like obviously talent wise, they're much better physically, and they kind of as the game wore on, run the ball more, and passing game, the will, the blocking. It kind of just overpowers you. It overpowers you when the talent level is that high. It's why in a game, trying this upset, 24-point dogs, need everything to go right. Need calls to go your way, get some turnovers, make some kicks, big kicks, and everything. So it didn't work out again. Yeah, and also another call. Again, refs. We talked about most of the calls, and then a fumble. Rutgers got the ball on a fumble, but the ref said the guy running back was down. Whoever had the ball at the time. Ref came in, pointing down, but you hear a replay. There was no whistle blown, but that play was not reviewed. So it's questionable. They were at the house, at their big house, Michigan, and stuff went their way with refs, the calls, and everything. And they're also a great team. Credit to Michigan. Obviously, got to say it enough. Number 2 team in the nation for a reason. Great on all sides of the ball, and they proved it. They wore us down, but yeah, I think overall we're in a solid spot. Rutgers is 3-1 now, but a lot of good takeaways. Offense was solid. Questionable play calling. They kind of changed up some play calls in this game. Maybe game goes a different way. But Gavin, again, is improved. Good pocket presence, making good throws. Obviously, keep working. Just keep working. So good throws. The ones, yeah, it's gonna want some throws back, obviously, but made some real good throws, some tight windows to receivers. Receivers made some good catches, especially on that one drive that moving the ball before the failed 4th down and being the pick 6. But good catches there. Guys are improving. I know we're 3-1. This game, as you mentioned, whatever happened, happened. Yeah, we're frustrated. You lose 31-7, the final score ends up being, but it was going to be tough to come in there, be real competitive, and end up winning the game. But whatever happened, this game, we were saying it for a while, you won the first 3-0. You got Wagner at home next Saturday, back in Piscataway. Take care of business, beat Wagner. You're 4-1 in September, going on with 7 games left. Try to scrap for 2, go to bowl game. So, credit to Michigan. Tough one there, but Rutgers, again, positive takeaways, stuff to work on, the play calling, still stuff coaching, everything. Guys improved, but overall, positive rest of the season, and Scott, everything's right in front of us. Everything's right in front of us, and so all I'm trying to say right now is we're all right. We're all right. Rutgers will be all right. Tough one, but we're all right. Wagner next Saturday. That's all I got for this post-game. Rutgers, Michigan, tough one in the big house, 31-7 the final score. That's all I got. I'm Travis Alonix. If you guys are new to the channel, this video, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button if you're back returning. Love to see you guys back here, my subscribers, my viewers. And yeah, like the video, drop a comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and let's go Rutgers.